Chapter 2. Mikey dropped the animatronic puppet head and snarled, showing an impressive array of large shark-like teeth that didn't seem to go with his diminutive frame. He could take off a man's arm with fangs like that. The stench of his breath was like meat that had rotted a few days in the hot Texas sunshine. Kay was used to stinks of various kinds, but Mikey could use a couple gallons of Listerine, that was for sure. Agent Janus screamed as the alien slammed into D, knocked him sprawling, then took off. Straight for Janus. The INS agent tried to pull his gun, fumbled the weapon, then dropped it. Mikey bounded toward the man, emitted a scream that started high and scaled right into the ultrasonic. Janus stood there like a rabbit caught in a Mack truck's headlights, paralyzed with fear, his brain obviously unable to believe what his eyes were telling it. "Look, it's a land shark coming to eat you. My. Mikey, stop!" Kay yelled. That didn't help. The little bastard kept on charging. What the hell had gotten into him? Mikey wasn't violent. At least he hadn't ever been before. Who did he think Janus was? D rolled to his hands and knees, cursed, picked up the gun he'd dropped, cursed, adjusted the control on the side, cursed again. Kay went for his own weapon, but he didn't know if he could clear leather in time to make the shot. Mikey had up a good head of steam by now. "D, shoot," he yelled, but D was still fiddling with his gun's controls. Kay jerked his gun from the hip holster under his jacket, but it came out with glacial slowness. Time stalled, like a car hitting a Mississippi mudflat and sinking up to the axles. "Damn it!" Mikey sprinted the last few yards, gathered himself for the leap, and sprang. Kay lined up, no time for sights, and fired. Mikey's torso exploded into hot blue goo as a sizzling white flash speared him. Bits of tissue and circulating fluid sprayed like a burst water balloon, painting the landscape and the terrified INS agent alike with dead Mikey. The alien fell, tumbled, sprawled next to Janus, dead before he slid to a stop. Kay blew out a big sigh. Damn him, that was close. He kept his weapon out, did a fast 36 out of habit, looking for more targets. No more like Mikey, but he saw the rest of the INS boys hopping out of their cars, heard doors slamming and yelling as they ran toward the flashing noise. Now there was really a stink to complain about. P.U. "Well, shit," Kay said. He put his gun away. At least Mikey wasn't going to be sneaking on planet anymore. D came to his feet, shook his head, holstered his own weapon. Janus, pale as a room full of Republicans in Georgia, tried to speak. That, Kay offered. Wasn't. Human, Kay finished. "I know. Here, you got some Mindrel on you." Kay reached over with his handkerchief and brushed away some of the goo that had recently been Mikey. That ought to come right out with a little soda water, or spray and wash on the cold cycle. The other INS agents bulled in, bristling with guns and questions. "What the hell is going on? Agent Janus, are you okay? Hell is that thing?" "Take it easy, everybody," Kay said, using his best authoritarian voice. "The situation is under control here. Just calm down. If you'll give me your attention for a moment, I will explain everything." Janus was still in shock, but there were a lot of people waving guns and looking at the late, and Kay had to admit unlamented Mikey, whose name was unpronounceable by anything with human vocal cords. He was not going to be wasting anybody's time anymore, except to clean him up and dispose of him. Kay sighed. Well, they'd stepped in it now, and where the hell was the cleanup crew? He looked around. As if in response to the thought, a pair of headlights approached on the road, fast, the roar of the car's engine loud in the desert night. "About damn time," Kay said. A uniformed agent pointed his somewhat shaky pistol at Kay. You better do some fast talking, mister. There's no such thing as an INS Division 6. If I may, Kay said. He put his hand into his inside coat pocket, slowly, and pulled the neutralizer out, also very slowly. Held it up for the man covering him to see. It didn't look threatening. What it looked like was a pocket recorder with a red Dodio on it. He glanced at his watch, then at the neutralizer, did the math, then set the counter. If the cleanup crew had to hurry, well, that was their problem. Teach them to be dragging in that way. The kid with the gun said, "What the hell is that?" "Mikey, the species name wouldn't mean anything to you. Oh, you mean this? Well, son, it's a neutralizer. A gift from some out-of-town friends. The little red eye here isolates and measures bioelectronic impulses in your brain. Actually, to be more specific, it works on the ones connected to your memory. Once those are stored, then things are a snap." "What the hell are you talking about?" the kid said. The car approaching pulled to a halt. Some of the INS team turned to face it, guns drawn. The cleanup crew, 6 men dressed in identical black suits, white shirts, black ties, and mirror-bright black shoes, alighted from the car. Another 86 LTD was black, also black. The 6 already had their sunglasses on. Kay called out to the men in black. "We are going to need a splay burn on the perimeter, gentlemen. Holes at 40, 60, and 80, if you would be so kind, as we play the old underground gas pocket routine yet again." Janus found his voice. "If you don't explain what is going on here right now, I'm hauling all your asses in. Take it easy, I'm about to." "Who are you?" "Well, son, I'm afraid I'm just a figment of your imagination, and that not for long." Kay pulled his sunglasses from his handkerchief breast pocket, saw Dee do the same. The 2 men put the glasses on. "Everybody look here," Kay said. He waved the neutralizer. All the agents looked. They'd have done so if he had told them not to look at it. All in all, humans were a pretty gullible species, and pretty predictable most of the time. Kay triggered the device. There came a brilliant strobe-like flash. Kay looked at his watch. "Like I said, better hurry, gentlemen." Quickly, the 6 men in black went back to their Ford's trunk and pulled out flamethrowers. They fired several blasts, set burning blobs of fuel in a circular pattern around Clay, K.D., and the Border Patrol guys and gal. The INS agents didn't move. The men in black hurriedly put the flamethrowers away, pulled fire extinguishers from the car's trunk, and stood ready. There was a lot of room inside an 86 LTD's trunk. He glanced at his watch again. They could move pretty damn fast when they had to. Kay had to give them that. "Right about now." Janie said, "Huh? What the hell?" "Seems to be the question of the night, doesn't it? Lucky to be alive after a blast like that, aren't we, fellas?" The other INS agents came out of their trances, looked around puzzled. The men in black sprayed extinguisher foam on the burning spots. "Is that a freak accident, or what?" Kay said. "Who'd ever figure there was a pocket of underground gas out here? You need to be more careful discharging your firearms when you smell gas, son. Could have killed us all." After the INS boys and girl had departed, new memories in place, and the cleanup crew had also booked, Kay walked back to the LTD. Dee sat on the hood, idly swatting at mosquitoes, his sunglasses dangling from one hand. Kay leaned against the car's door. "How are you doing, Dee?" "I'm sorry about back there," Dee said. "Mikey should have never gotten the jump on me like that." "Hey, it happens. It didn't used to. 10 years ago, I'd have plugged him before he twitched. Even 5 years ago, I could have hit him before he took 3 steps. He held up his hands. They trembled. "I'm past it, Kay." Kay didn't say anything. He could feel his partner's pain. Dee looked up. "Beautiful, aren't they? The stars. We just don't look at them much anymore." "Easier to say out here in the middle of nowhere," Kay said. No city glow, no smog, no buildings in the way? Yeah. Easier to see out here in the middle of nowhere, Kay said. No city glow, no smog, no buildings in the way? Yeah. For a long moment, neither man said anything. We had some good times, didn't we? Took care of business? That we did. I'll tell you, Kay, I know it's time to go, but I'm going to miss the chase. He waved at the smoldering spots in the desert. Kay already had the neutralizer out, down by his leg where Dee couldn't see it. He felt a great wave of sadness wash over him. He put on his sunglasses. No, he said quietly, you are not going to miss it at all, Dee.